They asked Eric Cantor, who's of course one of the leaders in the House for the Republicans, hey, what do you think of this new jobs plan? And Cantor says, quote, anything that is akin to the stimulus bill I think is not going to be acceptable to the American people. I love how he always speaks for the American people. Didn't the American people elect President Obama? But apparently no, they don't want what their president is asking for, because Eric Cantor has a mind meld with the American people. And by the way, the American people totally wants a jobs plan. Look at any survey, any poll taken on it. But no, Eric Cantor knows better. Instead, they want jobs to be in a worse situation, apparently. He says, quote, I don't believe that our members are going to be interested in pursuing that, and I certainly am not. Now we're getting closer to the truth. Forget the American people. The Republican membership has no interest in doing a jobs plan, no matter if it's half their ideas on tax cuts or not. It doesn't matter. They're not going to do it, okay? Now, Cantor does say, because he's very merciful, look, if you want to do half, the half that are pure tax cuts for businesses and corporations, well, out of the goodness of our heart, we can agree on our own proposals, some of them. Okay, you want to do tax cuts for the middle class through the payroll tax? No, we're not going to do that. Okay, only for the rich. Okay, you want to do spending on infrastructure and teachers? Do teachers sound rich to you? Of course we're not in favor of that. If a bridge falls in my district, unless there's a rich person on it, I don't give a damn. That's what Eric Cantor is basically telling you. So he says anything that helps the rich, we're in. Everything else, no way. Okay, now he continues by saying, this is funny. I haven't had a chance to see the bill. There's no bill yet, so I want to wait to see the bill. I will tell you that over half, I think, of the total dollar amount is so-called stimulus spending. We've been there, done that. The country cannot afford more spending like the stimulus bill. In other words, I haven't seen the bill. I don't know what's in it, but I guarantee you I'm opposed to at least half of it. You will not be able to spend an extra dime as long as the Republicans are in charge, because that might actually help somebody in the middle class and lead to votes for Obama, which is the #1 primary objective of the Republicans. No votes for Obama. Nothing that could help him, even if it helps the country. So you might think under these circumstances, well, maybe Cantor's onto something. Maybe we don't need infrastructure spending, right? Wait till you get a load of the real numbers. Well, it turns out that the nation's deteriorating bridges, roads, highways, etc., need only a $2 trillion investment. Now, I don't just pick that number out of a hat. I'm going to tell you exactly where it comes from. It is from the Bureau of Transportation Statistics. It is nonpartisan, and it says 12% of the nation's bridges are considered, quote, structurally deficient. Remember the bridge in Minnesota that collapsed? That was on the list of structurally deficient bridges, because it turns out it was structurally deficient and fell down. Now, when it did, of course, 13 people were killed. A lot more were injured, great property damage, because you needed to fix the bridge. That's 12% of the bridges across the country. That's a huge number. Now, another 12% are considered functionally obsolete, okay? So they need help as well, obviously, right? So you might think, all right, well, look, these are all across the country, but maybe they're only in blue districts, so the Republicans don't give a damn about, bridges in New York or in Rhode Island or in California. Of course, that's not true. In Ohio, where John Boehner's from, he's the Majority Leader, Speaker of the House and the leader for the Republicans in the House, 27% of the bridges are either structurally deficient or functionally obsolete. Now, in Kentucky, where Mitch McConnell, the leader of the Republicans in the Senate, is from, 34% of the bridges are in that category. And Eric Cantor, the man who doesn't think we should spend anything, not a single dollar more to help our infrastructure, well, in Virginia, 26% of the bridges are either structurally deficient or functionally obsolete, meaning they could fall down. But Eric Cantor doesn't give a damn, because fixing those bridges might help the American people, which might get Obama more votes. Again, Republican ideology in a nutshell.